Hi, my lovely people. Section 107 Fair Use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please don't go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It is my opinion and my opinion only. OMG. So where do we even start? Okay, we got to jump right into it. First off, hi, my lovely people. Second off, okay, Peach, right? I don't know what is going through her mind or what is going through her body, her soul, when she tells these stories about her old DV and her past and the things with her husband. Now, I'm going to say this in fair disclaimer. I think that when it comes to relationships, things can happen. You may be able to heal. You may be able to go to counseling. You may be able to mend. You may be able to do some things, right? But when you start off with a story that goes so deep, sometimes some things are so deep, there's no return. So when you start off with a story and you say something along the lines of, oh, me and my husband, from the day that we met each other, we've been wanting to fight each other. From the day that we got together, a few months afterwards, he was cheating with another girl. I got mad. I bopped him in the nose. He bopped me back. And from there on, our relationship was DV the whole time. And then, not to boot, it got so bad that he gave my mama a black eye. But we're going to still get over it. Hold on. Pump your brakes. Wait a minute. Hold on. First off, just getting together, he cheats on you, right? And you're upset and you react and you pop him. And then he pops you back, and then he continues to show that he's going to continue to pop you. But then it doesn't go from him just having violence towards you. It goes towards your mother. If it's going towards your mother and everyone else, when did you see that a line was crossed? I am always blown by when Peach says, oh, my husband gave my mama a black eye. Yeah, y'all know. I told that story. Y'all know. He almost went to prison for it. So that's what supposedly changed him and made him settle down. That is not true. If you look at court records, right? If you look at court records, the time that Tracy pressed charges, there was still DV cases going on. There was still all of this stuff going on in your household. Police have been called numerous times. You still said he had a drinking problem, and he had a problem with cheating, and he still had a problem with putting your hands on, people, you and everybody else. So it's not just like, oh, he did something, he learned from it, and he's not going to do it again. But when you start a story off and you say, oh, well, shoot, my husband was cheating on me. Well, that's a typical reason why somebody would leave someone is cheating. But then to go to DV for your mother, and you say it so nonchalantly, my husband gave my mama a black eye, but I told y'all that story. How crazy is that, y'all? I can't even get the words out. How seriously crazy is it? But then you go and you give people advice and you say, oh, I was healing from trauma. I thought that a boy hitting his hands on me, that meant he loved me. Come on. Everybody in their right mind know that, right? You might get it caught off into some stuff, and you might, be a little caught up, and you might be in love with somebody, and that's why you don't want to leave them. But all this childhood trauma stuff that she's using, she's not using that because that's a problem. That's an excuse. It's an excuse because I'm going to tell you, in this relationship, just this relationship, right, from what I have seen, Peach loves to be the aggressor and Peach loves to be the victim. Peach loves to start the mess, and then Peach loves to be the victim after the mess hits the fan. And this is not just case in point when it comes to her and Wood. This comes in effect where she likes to be the aggressor when she dog her family out. But when they start coming to tell her business, then she want to cry and say, oh, I got childhood trauma. Once again, you wanted to start it, somebody else finished it. When you walked up into that salon, right, and the whole time you filming yourself going off telling us what you going to do to Ashley, and when you go in there, you going to snap. You went in there thinking you was going to pull one over, and she started to show you who to mess with, right? You started it, she finished it, right? Just like in every instance, when you get out here on the internet and you 1 minute is in love with your husband, then the next minute you bop him upside the head and you telling all these stories about him and you going off. Once again, then he'll leave and he'll cheat and he won't come back. But you looking for him and you running over to his mama house to get him. You started, they finish it. And you are a person who likes to start it, but once the consequences and the heat get back on you, it's terrible. And that's the thing, I don't understand her telling these stories and trying to give women advice, telling them to stick through things. Sticking through years of miserable behavior from whoever you're dating, sticking through years of abuse or years of cheating, that is not anything that's good for anyone. I mean, a lot of people try and say this day and age, well, if you married, you stick for, good, worse, sickness, health, and all this other stuff. But part part of, okay, your vows. Just like you say, well, we sticking with this marriage because we made this vow. Part of your vows is to honor, love, and cherish, right? Forsaking all others, things like that. So once you start breaking them, baby, there is room for divorce. Peach is the least person that should be speaking on this topic or telling women to stay or telling people it will get better. When you tell people that, we see it every day on the news, right? That sometimes things don't get better. Sometimes women try and stay and try and work on it, and then they end up 6 feet under. I don't believe in staying around when there is so much things going on that you are mentally, physically, or emotionally being abused or used or downgraded or whatever the case may be. Step away. If that person can get themselves together and get some help and y'all can work it out, then that's fine. But sticking through it and going up, down is not the thing. If Peach would get out here and see that what she's saying makes absolutely no sense and it's crazy, maybe she wouldn't go through half the stuff that she goes through. Maybe her village wouldn't only consist of what she calls herself when she's so-called married. Maybe she would have a village. Maybe she would have a friend. Maybe she would have somebody. But the way that this woman thinks is totally off skelter. And when you can sit down and say that your husband gave your mama a black eye and you can laugh and giggle about it and think that it's cute, honey, you are mentally out. You are mentally debauched. You are mentally incapable of doing anything. Y'all, I don't know if y'all seen these series of shorts, but if y'all did, I wanted to report on it. I will see you guys in the comment section below. Toodles.